Hello, Fun Nation. My name is James, checking with team number 67 here at the First in Michigan State Championship event. The Hot team's got an incredible robot this year. There's the third iteration of this robot. Really, really wide drum shooter, a level 3 flip climb. So much to discover here on Fun. With me, I have Talon, Anna, and Nick. Let's find out more on Behind the Bumpers. All right, Talon, why don't you get us started? Let's look over the mechanical features of this robot.
Yeah, so we're gonna go in the path of the ball. We have this intake. Levi, can you intake? All right, so we have our non-abrasive grip tape on the first roller. We have a static roller on the floor with cat tongue. This intakes the balls really efficiently, and we're able to just intake as many as possible into our hopper. Then we have this flap that allows the net to extend. This is a stretchy 3-inch net. And then we have these roller floors with the same grip tape as the intake. These spin backwards as we're intaking it, popcorns the balls up, allowing us to intake more. And then when we shoot, they roll forwards, feeding all the balls into our shooter and our feeder. On our feeder wheel, we have cat tongue right here, and then they roll up the back into our shooter, which has the same abrasive grip tape as everything else. And we have this hood. Nick, just press any. This hood lifts up to allow for any shots on the field in our zone, and also allowing us to snowball from the other side of the field. And then our intake comes in and agitates, pushing all the balls in our hopper to our shooter. We also have this really cool L3 flip climb that comes up like this, 600 to 1 gear ratio. And then this rotates allowing us to center onto the pole and then flip 180 degrees, pulling it back down, allowing us to flip over the L2 bar.
Before we get to our next segment, we'd like to thank the following. Kettering University's cutting-edge programs and their experiential co-op model seamlessly blend the professional and academic worlds, offering hands-on, future-focused learning that empowers students to pursue new ideas and inspires other institutions to follow their lead. Don't just be ahead of the curve, create the curve. Get more information at kettering.edu/first. FRCT's Managed Store Program is an easy and profitable way to fundraise for your team or off-season event. FRCTs will handle everything from production, packaging, bulk or drop shipping, payment collection, and accounting. Teams can set their own prices, and FRCTs will take care of the rest. Fill out a quote request or get more information when you schedule a callback at frcts.com.
Lots of really cool things that go into this, Talon. Before we hand it off, I want to ask a couple quick questions here. I see the twisted belts here. Can you talk me through some of that innovation that you guys have?
So we've seen other teams doing this. We have one pulley on this one pulley on this one. This kind of helps tension this belt. We haven't had any problems. This is probably the only belt on our robot that hasn't broken this season. So it's really helpful for us, and it's really efficient.
Awesome to see that. I want to talk a little bit more about the iterations. Nick, I'd love to hear about HotBots 1.0 and 2.0 and how that's led into your robot here.
Of course. So I guess I'll start by walking you through what the first iteration of our design looked like. So on that first one, we had 2 intakes actually on either side of the shooter, and the shooter, by the way, was a divided shooter. So there was 2 different sections of the shooter right next to each other, similar to 4362 gems, if you've seen them. On that iteration, we also had a climber right there. Would have been the same type of climber actually. And our indexing system was completely different. It was 2 spindexers that would feed directly into either shooter. The reason we moved away from that one is we just found compatibility issues with all the subsystems. We noticed that it was hard to feed the balls into that spindexer with the 2 4-bar intakes. And then we just found the spindexer to be less efficient than we would have liked. I guess now I'll walk you through version 2 of our robot, which was actually rather more similar to this one, but still not quite. I'm getting there. For starters, the shooter, currently this is about 3 wide. It was more like 2.5 wide on the previous iteration. We had a sliding intake on this side of the robot that would extend out all this way. The climber was in the exact same spot. That's the one thing that hasn't really changed. And that's when we switched our indexing system to the hot dog rollers, is what we're gonna call them. I'm sure there's a more technical term for that. Anyway, we ran that robot at our first two competitions at Milford on week 2 and Saline at week 4 if you want to check it out. I think it was pretty good. But this robot is going to be our final design that we're taking to here to States and Houston. The differences between this one and our previous robot was, first off, the shooter shoots away from the robot, whereas the previous one would shoot over the robot. All the hopper stuff you see here, it's completely new for this robot, as we moved the intake to this side, so we had to come up with completely new solutions regarding ball containment. Besides that, though, the climber is the same on all 3 of them, really, and the indexer is the same as the previous robot as well. That about sums up our iterations. I think we're happy with where we're at right now, and we're excited to see what this thing can do in the future.
Absolutely. Lots of learning has gone into this. It's really cool to see all that engineering. Love to talk a little bit more about the software. Anna, can you talk us, how's the HotBot controlled so well?
Okay, so firstly, this season is our first season with our new custom vision system. So we just transferred out of photon vision into our own hot vision. So we have 4 cameras on the robot. We have 2 on the shooter's side and 1 on the left and right. And those allow us to see the April tags and move all over the field with the position and help us run all our crazy autons. However, we do have one auton where we actually do the L1 climb. And our climber is very small, and it only has a tolerance of 1/4 of an inch. And so with April tags, we can only get our pose to a tolerance of 1 inch. So we actually have an object detection camera on the climber that allows us to see the end cap of the pole and align to that 1/4 of an inch and climb an auton.
Where is that camera at, by the way?
It is right here.
Really awesome to see all that automation and everything that's going into HotBot 3.0 here. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today, guys. Best of luck here at the Michigan State Championship and beyond. And thank you all so much for watching. My name is James for the Fun Robotics Network, signing off.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on future fun videos. FRCT's Managed Store program is an easy and profitable way to fundraise for your team or off-season event. FRCTs will handle everything from production, packaging, bulk or drop shipping, payment collection, and accounting. Teams can set their own prices, and FRCTs will take care of the rest. Fill out a quote request or get more information when you schedule a callback at frcts.com. Kettering University's cutting-edge programs and their experiential co-op model seamlessly blend the professional and academic worlds, offering hands-on, future-focused learning that empowers students to pursue new ideas and inspires other institutions to follow their lead. Don't just be ahead of the curve, create the curve. Get more information at kettering.edu/first.